If you're making something for you for real in that moment of time that's honest to who you are, then what you're creating is really like an entry in your diary. And so think about this. When you are making an entry in your diary, how can anyone tell you that it's not good enough? How can anyone tell you that that's not your experience? The fact that I'm creating yet another video says it all, because we don't need a reinvention video. We don't need another, reset 2024 video. We just need a reminder of who the we are, so we can continue elevating more and more. I look back at my 2023 and I'm just like, and here's the thing, my friends, it's not always about what you can see. It's about what I see. As in, don't be too hard on yourself, because fortunately and unfortunately, we do live in a world where it's nothing but subscriber count, like count, follower count, how I went from $10,000 to 10 million. You got pretty girls giving pretty girl advice, even though they got a face full of fillers, fake teeth, and whatever else. But listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with plastic surgery if that's what you want to do. And there's definitely nothing wrong with having a large following, because a huge following will absolutely help you secure your brand deals, which that is, help us out and hit the subscribe button. That is the goal for your girl. But you guys, a lot of the things on the internet is not real. And so if you are real like me, just a girl from around the way who's a former accountant / lender in 48 states, aging like fine wine, mom to the coolest 13-year-old boy, I'm really just somebody who is figuring things out as I go. And I just want to end 2023 with a video of the things, or more so the habits, that elevate me year after year. It has really helped me achieve things in the front and behind closed doors, which even includes the process and the ability to create yet another motherfucking video. And I just hit post on this thing. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're back, you guys know I am mostly mortgages, but also lifestyle and self-improvement, because what the hell is the point of money and real estate and etc. if you do not believe in yourself, if you do not know where you are going? So it is around brunch time on the holiday right now. So get into the holiday spirit right now. I did pour myself some Prosecco with topped off with some Saint Germain. So, let your hair down a little bit, stay for a while, sit down. Let's get into this. So the first thing I want to talk about is content, you guys. Outside of the obvious of making money and freedom, right? I've come to the conclusion that 100%, if my video flops, the process of actually posting is way more significant than any like, any follow, any share, any subscriber, because posting for me is literally getting over a hump. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you pull up a super fly video, super fly photo, and you start writing your caption or your messaging, then you backspace, then you write it again, then you backspace, and then you just put it back into your drafts. You guys know what I'm talking about. And so all the things about, be consistent. No, consistency, your messaging, your lighting, none of that matters if you cannot get over the hump of not giving a because without that, your content creation is at a complete standstill. And to keep it real with you guys, sometimes I get over the hump and sometimes I don't. Sometimes posting a freaking 3-second reel takes me 2 minutes. Sometimes it takes me 20 minutes. I've gotten so much better at just doing it because I've become so self-aware of the real issue, which is caring too much, which is 99% of people. But we do have to call out the fact that women culturally care, and our nurturing spirit naturally puts us in this over-analyzing and overthinking mode to really kind of overprotect ourselves in a way. Because why else would we carry on like this? Like, you're fine, you have something to say, you bring value, but now when it comes time to post content, you don't know what the fuck to say. You guys get what I'm saying? And so I was watching this Rick Rubin clip the other day, and they were like, do you ever get writer's block, or do you ever get stumped about creating? And he was like, no. He was like, there's no such thing of a writer's block or of stumbling in creation, because he was like, there's only the cause of the block. It's either a confidence issue where you're thinking like, I'm not good enough, or you're fearing how others may judge you. But the thing is, if you're making something for you for real in that moment of time that's honest to who you are, then what you're creating is really like an entry in your diary. And so think about this, when you are making an entry in your diary, how can anyone tell you that it's not good enough? How can anyone tell you that that's not your experience? When you create, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to save the world. It doesn't need to do numbers. If that's who you are, and what happens is whatever you create in that moment of who you are, how can anybody tell you if it's right or not? Now, there's a such thing as metrics and what is going to attract certain people, how to target people. There's a bunch of science behind marketing, blah, 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 blah. We're not talking about that, my friends. We are talking about not giving a because you already got it. Humps, the blocks that are in your way of your content journey is you gotta unfollow people. Like, let them go. Like, the person from high school who you have nothing in common with anymore, or the person who's all extra and flashy, because for us over here in our community, we're quiet luxury. As in, if I had a Rolls Royce, you probably wouldn't even see me posting it on the internet. I mean, I don't have one, okay? But I really feel like you would not even see it. I'm more of the $300,000 Range Rover that only certain people would know that's $450. Also, when I consume, I never, ever, ever, ever open my cell phone in the morning. Never. Listen, I admire my life of where I am and where I'm going. What do I look like looking to see what you're doing first? Looking to see what you're doing before I look at myself in the mirror, before I thank God, before I look at my son. Why do I need to look to see what you're doing? And listen, I'm not perfect. I'm sure when I first started using social media, I would probably roll over, open up my phone, and look at it. But with age and wisdom now, that is the sure way to a freaking disaster of a life. Even with my video, I hope it inspires you for better, but more so, I hope it inspires you to realize that inspiration, keyword in etymology, it comes from within. Enough about the content. Let's talk about how I create my goals every year and how I drill down into those goals, into my habits. So let me just say, I'm going to share what I already do. I'm not going to share what I'm about to do, because what I'm about to do ain't got nothing to do with what you about to do. It's so wild because right before I started recording this video, someone posted, keep your vision board to yourself. Stop talking about it. You're just releasing dopamine in your brain, etc., etc. And I'm like, stop opening yourself up for opinions from others. And I'm like, 100%, 1000%, 1000%. Once again, this video is about, you already have your blueprint anyway. I'm just sharing with you things that work for me, and maybe you can take it but twist it and make it your own. Every new year, right before the new year, we have a family meeting. We have our family meeting and we do goals in the same format. Realistic goals that make me stretch. They're both personal and professional goals, because I am a firm believer that you cannot have professional goals and you don't care about your health, you don't care about your fitness, you don't care about your mental health. It's highly unlikely that you'll succeed in your professional goals if you don't have a level of peace and health in your personal life. It's just not going to happen. Every year, we create our personal and professional goals, and they're in the same format. They're on literally printer paper. 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, and Jay's goals. Okay? Jay's goals are about, a eighth of the size of mine. So his are on a running paper. The satisfaction that I receive when I look at these, when I look back, like, now I get it when Kim K was saying she's a powerful manifester. When Oprah said, I am a powerful manifester. She's like, you got to be on the right wavelength. You can't be too thirsty. You can't be overly eager. And you can't be too lax. You got to hit it right in the middle. Then I do my daily journal. Okay. My daily journal goes into this book. I picked it up from, I don't know, Target or something. Now, I'm not perfect, so some mornings I miss. But basically reiterate the goals that I put down on my sheet of paper at the start of the year. Or I always list my top 3 things that I work on. You can only list so much. Let's say maybe one of your goals is 2 investment properties for the year. In between manifesting and putting that on paper, what you're going to accomplish, you have to list the actual action that you need to take to get there. So the 3 things a day is what I do to not hurt myself. And I try to sometimes list 3 personal things and 3 professional things for the day. So 3, a personal thing could be like, I'm going to actually cook dinner. I'm going to hit the gym. And then of course the 3 professional things are, I'm going to create my YouTube video today, or I'm going to batch some content. So the yearly goals combined with the daily journaling has totally changed my life. Also builds your trust with yourself, as in, I care so much about my future and my son's future that it's not a game. It's not a game. I have to hold myself accountable. I have to have goals. I have to check the box on certain things, and I have to take everything seriously. So I encourage you guys to create your list of goals, check it twice, grab yourself a journal from on the internet, on Target, on Amazon. So now that you know what you want, aka you just created your goals, you are going to manifest them daily in your journal. You know what you don't want, aka you have to have the power to say no. This is where belief and faith comes into place. Whether you believe in God, in the universe, or whatever, you have to believe that those visions, those thoughts that were given to you are for you. So anything that does not align with that is a no. This is for your personal relationship, how you run your household. It can be for your hobbies that you work on. Every single relationship has a required framework. And I got to tell you guys, right before I recorded this video, I had a conversation with some colleagues who are struggling in real estate. And this can be applied to all industries, you guys. You're not doing business because you keep saying yes to everything. Understand this, because I've been there in my life a time or two where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get it. I'll do it. Oh, I can help. And what I've learned, my success personally and professionally, is shutting ish down. Can you help me buy a house even though I have a 400 credit score and $1,000 in a bank account? No. And let me use discretion now, okay? Because I am a licensed lender, so I help everyone. However, you guys, you can't put your desire of wanting at this moment in time ahead of what God has already ordered for you. You can't. What is the point of manifesting and writing goals and journaling and etc.? What is the point of taking your dreams and putting it onto paper, all to negate it by telling someone yes because you feel you need to make X amount of dollars at that moment in time? Don't get me wrong. It's easier said than done. Stick to your vision. Stick to the dreams and the thoughts that have been given to you, and gracefully say no to everything else. Especially 2023, I feel like I've gained the most amazing girlfriends. Everybody has the opportunity to level someone up and to be leveled up, because especially some of us, we do like to be the big fish at the table. Okay, we do like to be, the big dog, the mentor, the big sis, but not every season is for that. Not every season is for that. How can someone help you? So definitely I encourage you to make some friends. And let me add, like, 2023, I've been making friends at, like, the gym, talking to people at the events. I'm trying to, I'm talking to the people at the dinner table next to me some places. I don't know what's going on. But last but not least, everything you need, you already have. Is when you look good, you feel good. So for me, I'm typically in some leggings, a hoodie, leggings and a blouse, leggings and a crew neck. But even though it's active wear, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Why? Because number one, I posted something about this on why I love basics, because basics are not basics when you're that girl. So I layer my fitness with some nice basics 9 times out of 10, and then I layer it with nail polish. You guys, I do my nails every freaking week, every either Sunday or Monday, like clockwork. You will not, I gotta be like super sick or something to walk around with a chip nail. It's not happening. It's not happening. And let me tell you, men love it. Not that, we need their validation, but they notice. I remember someone said to me, they're like, why do you do your nails every week? Why don't you just go to the nail salon? Sis, clearly I have the money to go to a nail salon, and if I don't, somebody will pay for it. What greater love is taking care of yourself? I actually find great satisfaction in having peace at about 10 o'clock at night, where I can pull out my nail stuff and use bomb product too, actually, where my nails do not chip for 7 entire days. Same for my hair. Really not going to see me without my hair done. You're not. And then one last thing, of course, is the lip. You guys, lipstick. And so I just gave you guys my whole glow up secrets, which is none of it is a secret. And these are things that you have already at your house in your disposal. You got fitness, you got some lip color, you got some nail polish, you got some perfume, you got some dainty jewelry, and you got you. You got you. Do not fall for all this fake stuff you see on the internet. You can look like $1 million, you can earn $1 million, and you could be surrounded by $1 million by being who the you are. So this is not no reinvention, reset video. This is just turn your ish up. Turn your ish up. So we'll be back next week with a mortgage video. I hope you guys have the happiest new year. And until next time,